So Dennis, we know that typically there are three categories of worker in the non-employer space. So contractors, which are generally agency supplied or sourced via some sort of network in a governed framework potentially. And the top end of that is major service providers or major statements of work that are commercial contracts, B2B contracts. But there's this emerging or growing piece in the centre that are typically called independent consultants that have huge benefits of access to skills and capability. But what would some of the risks be in that middle sort of zone, do you think, that companies need to be aware of?
When you look at that, and this it needs a specialised skilled workforce managing, let's say, the independent. You've got to understand, firstly, what is the skill you're buying?
Yeah.
You know, why have you gone to that independent? It is normally under that fixed outcomes-based contract where you say, okay, after 3 or 6 months, they will deliver a white paper or they'll deliver some kind of consultancy that you can hopefully use in your business. It's really understanding how do they operate. Is it, a sole trader? Are they insured? How are they being put forward? Is it through another organisation where then you have these margin on margin? How do you also compare the commercial, let's say, market rate for that fixed piece of contracting work? Because when you're buying that unique offering, it's very hard to try and do a market competitive analysis.
Yeah.
So it's really trying to unpack that, and once you unpack it, understand it, yes, there is value, and definitely one of the things I see from a value point is you're buying that unique skill set to deliver really quickly and talent to a problem area in your business, because you're not willing, you don't have the time or the ability to skill up people to get into that frame of mind to make the business decisions. But if you unpack it properly and look at both the legal, the risks, and what you're buying, and at what your price point, then I think it's certainly a very strong lever in your hybrid workforce.
Definitely. But also a bit of a minefield if you don't get it right, yeah?
Oh yeah, if you don't get it right, you've committed yourself to the contract. You may then realise, well, I'm not getting the value. I don't know what I'm buying. It becomes, and especially if, and the other thing I've seen is statements of work are very, very poorly written. So there's no recourse to say, well, hold on, there's no milestone. So how am I tracking? What am I getting? Where's the value proposition when I'm paying? Especially it is on the top end of the sort of pay rates. So it is problematic because the starting position hasn't been clearly defined. And I've seen where it's unfortunately like an email and there's not even a statement of work, and the debriefing, the brief is not properly articulated into a statement of work to say, at the end of this, I know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get a white paper. It's going to address these issues that are emerging in my space as a company. And I can rely on that if I'm not getting that at the time that I thought I was going to be getting it, there is a recourse to get that value out of that.
Yes. Yeah.
So it is dangerous territory if it's not properly framed and briefed at the start.